The windy alien invasion pattern. Why do they call newspaper articles stories? Because objective descriptions of events are pretty boring, and news companies, TV, online, etc. are businesses. Sure, in some countries they're funded by the state, which makes them propaganda, pure, blatant propaganda. But so long as you need some kind of revenue, you need to make the random daily events sound interesting. So you need to put in some kind of spin. This is very, very easy. Even if nothing happened, you can essentially create stuff out of thin air. Find some whack job professor who maybe started out as a normal professor of something like astronomy, but then kind of wandered off into nut job land. He thinks that when the wind moves the leaves on the trees, it's an example of invisible aliens controlling our reality. So all you have to do is interview Professor Nutjob and you've got a story. You have a headline like this: "Are aliens all around us?" Then you have some kind of intro that covers basic movie ideas about secret aliens. Then you introduce Professor Nutjob. You make him sound legit by listing his academic achievements. Then you talk about this Nutjob aliens among us theory. And you only need a couple of lines for the intro. Professor Nutjob, publisher of the widely acclaimed research paper, believes aliens are already here. That, and away you go. And after that, you can essentially go to town. It's presumed that all the stuff after that is still attributed to Professor Nutjob, at least from a plausible deniability standpoint. But in reality, the journalists, know that people won't really remember Professor Nutjob after a few paragraphs. They'll just be reading about the where and the who and the why about why aliens are really living here. This is why they call them stories rather than objective essays about what happened yesterday. Even half-baked journalists can take any random event and spin it pretty much any way they want to. This is a very, very powerful skill that everybody has. But most people use it as a kind of weapon. Strangely enough, a weapon against ourselves. The wind blowing in the trees means that aliens are everywhere. That politician who said that thing means that he's evil and should be put in prison. I talked to that cute girl and she didn't give me her phone number. And that means that all women are selfish, evil vampires who only like guys who are taller than me. I didn't get that job, and that means that the world is against me and I'll always be poor. If sketchy journalists can turn a windy day into an alien occupation, what can you do with the things in your brain? The answer, of course, is whatever you want. It is your brain, after all. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.